Hi there, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to say Happy New Year. It's been long this year 2022. I have not been able to post, but again, we thank God and we have another opportunity, other opportunities to work on ourselves and just be okay. So today I'm going, as usual, we are going to make sure that 2022 we discuss good stuff that can be able to help us in our lives as we are moving on and just make our life more beautiful, more admirable, more better. I mean, just having the good things that we are going to talk about. So welcome on board. Welcome. And it's a privilege. I'm really happy. It's good to have you around just listening to the content that I have to say today. So the thing that I want us to discuss about is one important thing, because I've noted through the years and through experience that peace, just having the tranquility, the harmony that happens deep inside, gives you an environment that allows you to work to a better version quicker and much better. You get to understand that it is very important to have peace in your life, at your workplace, in your relationship, in most of the things that you're doing. Peace is one of the key important things in life that we really need to have. Just look at a country that is not peaceful. Just look at that. Let's go down. Just look at a family that is not peaceful. Just look at a life that is not peaceful. So when we talk about peace, then we are talking about the foundation, the core values, one of the many important values that make life comfortable when you learn how to adapt and how to work towards it. So today I'm just going to share shortly about peace and how to have lasting peace. This is something that you have to learn with your mind. You have to really work on yourself. And just like all other subjects to our life, you have to work to get the fruit. There is the seed, the planting, and then the harvest. You cannot just wake up in the morning and peace is there. It's something you have to do, because issues will come. Situations will be there in life. There will be difficulties, there will be challenges, there are things that we hit. One of those very important and key things that is going to help us to have a very peaceful life is being true to ourselves. Sometimes we want to look at circumstances and situations and blame other people and things. But one key important thing is being true to where we are, where we have been, and where we want to be. Then we create a plan and a goal, and that gives us an idea of what we are expecting, and what we can be able to do to get to the place that we want to go. Sometimes if you do not know where you are currently in your life and where you've been and where you're going, it tends to be difficult, and you cannot cultivate an environment of peace that can help you to be the person that you're supposed to be. So the number one thing that I will say, it is very crucial to look into your life and know where you've been and where you are currently and where you're going. Then you can be able to know the ways in which you will cultivate your ways so that you become the version that you want to be, or you achieve the amount of money or the comfort or the car or anything, any vision that you've seen in your life that you want to achieve will be achieved if you are true to yourself, which will create an environment of peace and will help you to move forward. The other thing that is very necessary is putting God first. That one, in fact, should have been the first one, because God, for me, is the center of everything and is my helper, is my strength, and He is a source of peace that cannot be given by anyone on this earth and cannot be given by anything. Whatever you achieve, there is no amount that can amount to the peace that God provides. So it is necessary that you accommodate God in your life and in your endeavors, so that He can be able to give you that tranquility that comes with you knowing Him as a friend and as a father, and one who cares about your life and is able to help you juggle and balance between your life. So being or having a relationship with God is very crucial, and it brings such an environment of peace, and you can be able to work through your work, your relationship, your family, your children, everything that you want to do, and in whichever position that you hold, then you'll be much better. Another thing that is really critical is dealing with your life. This is in terms of secrets, unforgiveness, bitterness. You have to deal with these things. I tell you 1,000,000%. These things will never allow you to be in peace, and you will never know how to maneuver through life without letting people go, without not having burdens in your heart to carry because you're bitter. This one did and they did and they did, and we are justified at times to say that. But forgiveness is letting the person go. It doesn't matter whether they came back and said sorry or they will not, but if you let them go, then you set yourself from the prison of bitterness, because unforgiveness really comes in and ties you around, and you're stuck. You do not have peace. You cannot see clearly. Your vision becomes so blurry and you cannot be able to see, because you cannot see ahead, because you're carrying the baggage that is supposed to have been left behind. I am not saying that this is as simple as A, B, C, D, but I am saying it is something that we work towards. It's something that we focus, that we must have peace at whatever cost. Then we have to have peace. And letting go of secrets, the secrets, if you have secrets, forgive yourself. At times you've done things out of foolishness. Sometimes you've made decisions that were not supposed to be made. But sit yourself down and forgive yourself. It helps. It really helps. Just forgive yourself. If you need to let other people go, don't involve yourself in things that you will have to hide. Maybe transacting wrong or doing wrong things, involving yourself in drug. I mean, secrets that you have to hide. Like in a relationship, if you want to cheat or you're working towards cheating, then you have a secret that will not allow you to be in peace and concentrate on the current relationship that you have. So be a person who does not have any secrets whatsoever, because the secrets take away your peace. You might not know it, but unconsciously they drain you. Unconsciously they make you not have that environment that is good, so that you can be able to work on a smooth ground. You keep on having something. What if I'm caught? What if it doesn't work? What if they know? What if? So it's advisable from me to you, just listen and listen good. It is very wise to be a person who doesn't have and keep secrets in a relationship, at your workplace, wherever you go. Don't keep them. Thing that will give you peace all through, and this I practice: be a person of integrity. Do the right thing even when no one is watching, and you will not have ideas of what if somebody saw me, or what if this happened. That will not be anything near you, so you don't have to hide. You are straight in whatever thing, whether it's at night or it's during the day. All your activities are just right, and you do them rightly, so there is nothing to hide. One more thing. Today I was just handling a few things that have helped me maintain peace and just be in peace. I'm not saying that I'm done. No, I still have my own share of what I'm working on, but I'm sharing with you so that we can be able to go to this journey together, knowing better and stepping at solid grounds of knowing that we can always have a peaceful environment that can help us to cultivate our goals even in the year 2022 as we focus ahead. So one more thing is making sure that we focus on. One more thing that I'm saying is that we change our focus and not our feelings. Sometimes, things will come and and feelings and emotions will always be there. But sometimes we look back and we feel defeated. We feel that we are weary. We feel that the peace is not there. We are sad and we are so emotional. But if you learn to focus, to change what you're focusing on. If you have an attitude of gratitude, you're grateful for life, you're grateful that you have a place to work, you're grateful that you have a life, you're grateful. When you change your focus on what you're really focusing on what you're putting your energy towards, then definitely your feelings will change. Feelings are so fickle, they will change this minute and the other. But if you keep focusing on the defeats and the failures, they'll bring in more and more, and you'll be able to have a burden, and you will not have any peace whatsoever. But if you learn to work and to change your focus, anytime that you feel so something it wants to depress you, something is coming to you over you, and it's not a positive thing, then you can focus on what is positive, you can focus on what is good, you can focus on what is working. You will have to learn to do this. Our mind is a muscle that we practice and practice until we get it. You may fail here and there, but when you change your focus, it will help you to have the peace that you need so that you can be able to work towards the goal that you're working on. So let us really cultivate that and work on it so that we can look back and say, wow, we made it, or we did it, or we were courageous enough to take the bull by the horns and just handle our mind and make it a tool that can be able to help us focus and change our feelings. One last thing that I'm going to talk about today is to set our boundaries. We are fencing ourselves against drama and chaos and nonsense, shenanigans, all this. 2022 gonna be different. And if it's gonna be different, don't let just the year to change and you're not changing yourself. You have to take baby steps, whatever steps you have to crawl, you have to just do something. You can't remain like that and people are making progress. It's a wake-up call to everyone who is listening to me that you take a step, a brave step of making sure that you fence yourself. You set the boundaries. You say, this I can take, but this is a no, I can't take it. So if you set boundaries at your workplaces, in your relationship, in the way that you do things, people learn. You teach people how they treat you. When I learned that, interesting, very interesting. But you teach people, people will always learn. If you're a person who really believes in being early and everything, if you interact with people, let them know that and they will learn to respect that. So do not be offended, do not let anyone be offended. You're not setting boundaries because you don't want to accommodate people. No, you are guarding your peace. And even making sure that you're able to be balanced, because there is a target, there is a place that we are going, and we can only go there if we have peace. So this is something we're gonna work on. This is something that we are determined to have, the tranquility, the calmness that you have deep inside, so that you can be able to think, you can be able to reflect, you can be able to look at life in a different perspective, because that is where we all want to be. The place of our dream, the place that we have put, the goal that we have set, our vision is calling us, is beckoning us to come. Come. So we can only get there if you have the peace that I'm talking about. So it's over to you again. Make sure that you guard your peace with all that you got. Make sure that you learn how to. I'm going to be teaching a lot on the mind and how we can make practice so that we are able to perfect most of the things or work them. Maybe they may not get to perfection, but will not be where we were. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, oh, I'm giving you a minute. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button so that we can grow our channel. And if you have any question, any comment, any idea that you want to share, they are all welcome. We are in here and we are gonna talk back to you if we get it there. And share the information. Let everybody know what having lasting peace feels like. Let us all strive to achieve the goal of having peace, and we'll make 2022 one of the best years that we will not forget. So we are working towards that. We are rushing to it with all the courage, and thank you for listening and thank you for watching. And I know that we are going to make a difference in this.